Okay, so in this video I'm going to be telling you the best diet to lose belly fat or any type of fat fast, right? So let's get into it. It's not the paleo diet, it's not the Caribbean African diet, it's none of this. What it is going to be, and this is actually like a proper diet I'm going to give you, right? This is not just me starting with an intro saying it's not these type of diet and tell you some boring ass shit right there. Like, oh, it's this. I'm literally just going to tell you the types of foods to eat to lose fat fast. And like I said, there's many other ways to do it, but this is probably how can we say it? Probably the best way to do it without counting your calories, tracking your calories, stressing about how many macronutrients you intake and micronutrients and stuff like this, right? So just the types of foods to eat to lose fat fast, right? And here goes. This is probably going to be for the people that are really not wanting to track the calories and just want to lose weight fast, right? So if this is you, watch the video. If this is not you, watch the video because it's going to be a good video. Okay, so let's get into this. So first of all, you need to understand, right? So vegetables compared to let's say complex carbohydrates. Some complex carbohydrates are not that high in calories. Most frequently they are, but besides that, let's compare the two, right? So let's take a portion of vegetables, right? A big portion, like I'm gonna use my hands, right? So say this was the plate. This is our plate, right? This is our plate, and the vegetables covered like 3/4, right? And I don't even know, I think that's probably like 250 calories or 300 calories, right? Depending on the vegetable, obviously. But most vegetables are lower in calories. So anyway, especially green vegetables, but I wouldn't advise you just eat green vegetables because I've done this shit before. I've just eaten green vegetables and literally white meat, man. This felt like I was in prison. I'm not even joking. This was awful. I wouldn't advise that. I'd just say any type of vegetables and then lean meats, right? So, but let me make the comparison first. So this is the plate, right? 3/4 of it is vegetables. That would be like, I don't even know, 250, 300 calories, depending on the plate size. Now, but you know what I'm trying to tell you. And now listen to this, right? Pasta, rice, 100 grams of pasta and rice is like 360 calories, right? I can't even put this into comparison. I don't even know, 100 grams is almost nothing. It's probably, I don't know how to show my hands, but say this is the pasta packet, right? It's filled, and 100 grams, I'd say this is 1 kg, so 100 grams would probably be like that. So maybe 100 grams of pasta is maybe like one handful, maybe, or maybe a little bit more. Whereas the vegetables, you get almost, I don't even know, 10 times that amount, right? For their calories. For example, if you had to put it in a massive lunchbox, the lunchbox would be barely filled if you put pasta or rice in it. If you put vegetables at the same amount of calories, it'd be filled up to the top. Basically, the vegetables gives you a high volume, right? So you get a lot of food. Obviously, it might not taste as nice, but you got to do what you got to do, right? And then the second step of the best diet, I think, that's not as psychologically draining, is lean meats, right? So you want to eat meats that are lean, and personally, I don't really recommend mince. I eat a lot of mince when I'm bulking because it doesn't tend to fill me up. I eat lean meats like turkey steaks, chicken breasts, and also here's one little tip: I don't cut the chicken breast up when I'm dieting because I just cook it like it is or butterfly it. That way it fills me up a lot more, and that's top tip for you. And what else do I eat? Steak is kind of filling for me. Just finding those meats that are really satiating for you, right? Like fill you up for a long period of time, and then vegetables. That's basically the diet, right? But one thing I will say, and I hope you watched it to this point, for those of you who haven't, you just lost out. One thing I will say is that you need to eat some carbohydrates, right? Like, don't just, because this is what I did before, I just had vegetables and protein like all the time. For like, I don't know, 2 weeks, and my body was so low in energy, my strength, my workout stuff, but it was shit. So what I will say, eat complex carbohydrates or some simple carbs like fruits, maybe in the evening or even post workout, right? Basically, just keeping your carbs to a minimum on this diet, right? But I don't want you to think you can't eat carbs, because you definitely can. But it's all about the calorie intake and output and stuff. to stay in a caloric deficit. Just minimize the carbs a little bit. And one thing I will say is, I made a video about this before, carbs do not make you fat, so please don't think carbs make you fat. They don't. It's all about caloric intake and output, staying in the deficit. That's what creates fat loss, right? But vegetables very low in calories, and lean protein will help you stay fuller for longer. So yeah, this is basically it. And like I said before, this is so important. Do not cut out carbs completely. Just minimize it a little bit. If you feel your workouts are really suffering, maybe start increasing them a bit more. So basically use auto-regulation, like what you kind of feel good at, and then you see the fat loss go, right? But what I won't say is use auto-regulation so you feel perfect all the time, because losing fat, you're not going to feel great like you're in a surplus, right? You just won't. So anyway, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. I felt like I put a lot of energy into this video. So as always, stay positive, stay smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.